All right, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall. Babylon the Great, also known as the United Snakes of America. All right. And with every day that passes and every sign that comes and passes, we're almost out of here. Come in to wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Speckled Bird. Get you to repent, acknowledge your offense, pray for forgiveness, get back in order with these law, statutes, and commandments. All right. First and foremost, and as always, all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kakadash. Double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elder that came before them, that taught us his truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word, the truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. Come to popos on me right now. Left me alone. I'm on a bike. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word, the truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. The Aqua that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, 144,000 and one-third, hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom and salutations to you all. Right? Shalom, my people. Bear with me real quick. Isaiah 47 and 12. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. All right? And that's talking about you damn devils that don't have a leg to stand on anymore. All right? And what happened on Monday? Well, a sign came and went, indicating that your time is extremely short. All right? So stand now with your enchantments. All right? That's what you did. What you did was you pulled off a clandestine. Right? Let's get that too. Pulled off a clandestine ritual, got everybody's attention, and you did some spiritually wicked shit. Right? It came and went as though nobody noticed. We saw you. We saw you, devil. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right, so where are we now? Okay, because we got to ask ourselves this question, right? Whenever something comes and goes, we take stock. First we see it coming, right? And you've learned now, you fucking devil, that you have to try to control the narrative because really we're controlling you. With whatever comes out of our mouth, you wind up doing. Okay? Of course, you're never going to let a crisis. Is this a crisis? Well, yeah, it's a damn crisis for you. All right? The Most High shows an astronomical, okay, a celestial event to show that he exists, right? That's what the eclipse, it said this, he exists. It said Yahweh, all right? Out loud for everybody to see and hear, if you have eyes to see and hear. Some people saw it, went and looked up at it, and went right back to the wickedness. Missed the whole sign, all right? Well, we know that you did what you said you were going to do. You shot your rockets, right? Apep the snake. We're sure that you did you turn on CERN on the 8th? No, you turned it on a week before. And this is how you set your lies up. Well, the information that we're going to turn CERN on the 8th is patently false, is false information. We turned it on last week. Yeah. Right? We expect you to do what you're good at. You're going to lie, cheat, and steal, and murder people. You got that going on all over the world right now. You got a genocide going on. You fire up your little toys to see if you can offset the prophecies. We see you, devil, scrambling hard. Right? And that's all you got left. All you got left is what little witchcraft is going to work on its way out. And it's dwindling. Right? Because it don't work on us. It don't work to the truly woke. When you go woke, you woke. You're going to be woke. When you're woke, you devil, you're going to wake up in chains. You'll be woke too. Woke and broke. You're going to wake up with them chains on you. Then you'll be woke to the truth. See, we already know. We woke up in 07. We woke up. Right? Now you gotta wake up, and you ain't gonna wake up until you're in chains. We already know that. All right? But you are gonna use what you got. All right? Isaiah 47:12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. So you, hey, truth came out on your ass the other day. You kind of had to pull a fast one in front of everybody. What'd you do? Well, you collided your protons, whatever the fuck you call yourself doing, right? You're conjuring your demons, you're opening your portals, whatever the fuck you call yourself doing, right? You conjured up the snake, Apep. You did all of that shit, right? In hopes that somehow you will continue, right? Because that's what it was. Well, we're gonna scare a bunch of people, right? We're gonna scare a bunch of people with some mythological bullshit. And you know what? Hey, it works. Left-handed magic does work. It's spiritual power on the left-hand side. And that's what you got, right? That's what it means, stand now with thine enchantment. Use what you got, all right? All you got, nigga, is a big old cauldron and a broomstick, and you got the eye of newt, and you got the eyelash of a toad, right? And you're doing what you're doing, like the Elder Bishop, Monatizak, Connecticut bishops. He brought out that a witch. The Most High, something sealed the witch's deal, the witch's titty on the hot side of the roof. Put that bitch to death. Why? That's a sign to Israel that witchcraft is waning. That shit don't work no more. In the day that Moses, right, threw down his staff, there's a funny story too. There's a funny story. Moses is a Jake, right? Because he didn't know about the power of the staff when he went up to speak to the Most High, right? Goes up on the hill, takes off his sandals. He's having a conversation with the Most High. And the Most High tells him, I'm paraphrasing, he tells him, throw your stick on the ground. and Moses throws his staff on the ground, and it turns into a snake. How you know that Moses was a Jake? How you know that Moses was a Jake? Moses got the fuck up out of there. He saw the motherfucker turn into a snake. It's in there. You know what? I might, Lord will, I'll go ahead and get it. But sometimes you got to have a good laugh, right? Now later at the palace, they had a stick off, right? They had a big stick contest, right? Not a big dick contest, but a big stick contest. And Moses throws his staff on the ground, right? And Janus and Jambres were up for the big stick contest. And they threw that, and then Moses' staff swallows up the witchcraft, right? Moses' magic, or his power, okay, supersedes that of Pharaoh, which is witchcraft. You're dealing with the Most High directly over here, right? Moses. And then over here you got some low budget, left-handed, sideways witchcraft, right? And a lot of that has to do with sorcery, and magic has to do with sleight of hand, right? Watch this, it's gone, right? Which is trickery, which is deception, which is the devil. It's of the devil. And what the devil is real good at is deceiving you and scaring you, right? Like a horror movie, right? It's got fright night, right? Niggas like to be scared, right? And then they submit to the, well, guess what? Can't be afraid of that fucking witchcraft in these last days, all right? When it says this, it says, if so be, thou mayest prevail. What does that mean? We're gonna have to get it. If so be, thou mayest prevail. Let's break this down. Let's go. See, because witchcraft is what's left. Blue beam. What is blue beam? Well, we gotta imitate what the Most High is. We ain't got that kind of power, but we gotta make it look like it. That's deception. That's witchcraft. Trying to scare somebody. Oh, little green men are gonna come down, put you. They're gonna beam you up, and they're gonna anal probe. That's the witchcraft that they're using. Shalom. There's something there. I can't read it. Shalom. Shalom, y'all. You can leave comments on the chat. Post Shalom Akim. Yahweh Shemel Shabbat Shabbat. You leave a precept on the chat, and I'll try to keep it abreast. Okay, so we'll read this again. We're going to read it in the KJV. And we're going to break it down a little because it's them enchantments, right? Like right now, you're supposed to be rehearsing, right? The righteous act. Do you know that fasting is a righteous act, right? It brings you in tune with your spirit. You're rehearsing being hungry, not having food, which is going to happen in the famine. You're going to have to go a couple of days, right? So you rehearse that. You're supposed to be, doing that type of thing, right? Because that's when you get caught up. This devil, right? When did Satan? When did this devil go after Yahushua? When he at the 40th day of the fast? He said, "Oh, he's weak now." That's when they're gonna try to come and hit you with that witchcraft, right? Got a record deal right here for you. Sign this, and you're gonna come up, right? You're gonna get all the food, caviar, right? All the wicked shit. They try to hit you. So how do you rehearse fasting? You fast knowing that this devil is going to come at that weakest point. When he comes and say, "I was waiting for you," now you deal with it. Use the scriptures, right? And you go to what you gonna do? See, you gotta pull this out. One of the biggest tests coming up, right? Is that Karagma. So let's get the Karagma. It's 11. It's 3 and 10 or 11. It's 3 and 10. Revelation 3 and 10. This is where you gotta go. All right? You're gonna be hungry. You're gonna be out there in the wilderness. There ain't gonna be no food, right? And you're gonna be like the devil is playing the tricks on you. My mind playing tricks on me, right? Like the ghetto boys, you're gonna be like, "I'm hungry." Okay. And the devil is like, "Look, give me your hand, and I got you," right? No. You gotta know at that moment to go here. Here's when the devil, you're hungry, you got that what? You got some you got a kosher pig, you're hungry as hell. It should be easy, to reject that, but you're hungry at the end of the fast. He's got the solution, right? You got to hit him with the scriptures. Revelation 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. You gotta keep the word right there. You gotta be like, "I'm hungry as hell," but this is a trick. Do not take that C-Ragma, that C-Hip-Ragma, all right? You can go a couple of more days, right? Either the Most High gonna put you to death by starvation, or He's gonna have mercy on you. You gotta have that faith. That's where faith comes in. Revelation 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You got to put yourself on the right side of this situation. Here comes the devil with this witchcraft. What is witchcraft nowadays? Okay? Technology. That technology is witchcraft. Okay? It's witchcraft. And this devil specializes in witchcraft. All right? And what is he doing? He's trying to scare you. You're going to starve out there. You better come and get this C-Rock. See? He already got you set up. But you got to see through that. And what do you got to do? You got to fight this devil with the scriptures. Okay? You got to fight this devil with the scriptures. 14, 16. You have to know what the consequences are. So I could bear with me. This is Revelation 16 and 2. All right. This is what should come into you. See, you got to start now. How am I going to resist this sin, this magic, this witchcraft, this sleight of hand, right, that they're going to pull? They're pulling it right now. Hey, when you go to Walgreens, and you want to get that drink, just wave your hand, and then the computer will open, it will unlock the freezer door for you. This is that's high level witchcraft right there. They're training you, right? You're being trained, right? That you'll forget, right? You got to start now. Be like, I'm not waving shit. I'm gonna go around that. Because if you do wave, right, you're being conditioned. It's gonna be that much easier. Just like you got Nate. Ain't no Michael. See, when you get somebody, you got Naquan from Wi-Fi. When you get these clowns really out saying early, oh, it's not that, that's softening you up, that when it does come, you're gonna take it. They're gonna take it. Here's what they're telling you. Oh, I got money. Did you see these t-shirts? I got millions. I got more money than Creflo, nigga. Oh, okay, you took that deal. You got paid. And you want to spend your money. Of course you're going to take that. Right? Slock it, bear with me for a minute. lucky. So anyway, you gotta get ready for the devil and his wild. All right. Let's get that. Let's read this. This is Isaiah 47:12. Let's read this. See, because the reason that the Spirit is on this right now, okay? Just got done with the Passover, right? So we're in post-Passover, which is crucial, okay? And then we got APEP, we got this big celestial event, this sign, which Esau is going to take, right? Just like Janus and Jambres, they got their take on it, right? So they got to use it and make hay. They got to do something with it. They have to not let a good crisis go to waste. They got their take on it. Just like these jewels, these beautiful jewels, right? They got the right-hand side, they got the good side, and they got the wicked. Okay? So, there's a spiritual battle. The spiritual battle took off on Monday because that devil knows what he was looking at. Right? Here it is for a baby to be born. It takes a man and a woman, right? Traditionally, until this devil got a hold of it. And then miracles start happening. When we say miracles, who created that? How does that work? That comes from a Big Bang, don't be stupid. God clearly created it. Okay? When two people come together, have sex, and a baby comes, that is a miracle. Okay? That's not technology. That's the Most High. Clearly, only the Most High could do something. Right? Now, what happened on Monday? This eclipse, right? The sun is huge compared to the moon. Okay. Now, for the moon to move in between the earth and the sun, and you can't see the sun because the moon is blocking it out, that is nothing less than that's no different than the miracle of having a baby. You look at that and you consider it. You say, how is this? Who did this? When you consider that, only a devil, a deceiver, whose vibration cannot affix itself, cannot run concurrent, cannot what do you call it? Resonate. Okay, that's the word I'm looking for. Only a devil whose frequency is so low that it can't resonate with the frequency of the Most High. Okay. Here's what's going on. The elect are vibrating, they're resonating with the frequency of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Everybody else is getting left. They don't have the instruction. So when we say the C hit, is the MOTB. If you're resonating at the frequency of truth, it makes sense. If not, you're susceptible to any low vibration that the devil is throwing out. He's like, this, I gotta throw out my cards too. Most High sent out his message. If you resonate at this frequency, you're getting it. You're reading the frequency. If you're resonating, if you're vibrating way down here where the devil is feeding his information, you're catching the devil's in. You're not getting this. It's not the MOTB is not the C-hip way up here. Down here, guess what? The devil is putting out so much misinformation, so much low vibrational witchcraft, right? And you're vibrating at that level. Guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna eat it up. You're gonna eat it up. You don't have a choice. All right? Let's see who's on here. All right. All right, we're good. We're good. Now, so let's read a couple of these. All right, so this is I'm gonna read it quickly in the King James. Isaiah 47:12. Stand now with thine enchantments, that's witchcraft, and with the multitude of thy sorceries wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. Now, let's deal with. Let's read it in the NIV. Now listen, NLT. Now use your magical charms. Now we're already dealing with magic. All right, because that's all this devil deal with. What is magic? Magic is sleight of hand. It's magic is sleight of hand, trickery, deception. Watch me pull a rabbit out of my. It's deception. Okay. Who is the deceiver? The devil. All right. That's good. Isaiah 47:12 NLT. Now use your magical charms. Use the spells you have worked at all these years. Maybe they will do you some good. Maybe they can make someone afraid of you. All right. So when you're dealing with CERN, right? Use the spells. So we're dealing with witchcraft here, right? And that's what this devil is bringing. You have to understand that technology, right, is witchcraft. This is Isaiah 47:12 in the NIV. Keep on then with your magic spells and with your many sorceries which you have labored at since childhood. See, Labored at since childhood means all your life. All your life, all you've ever had to work with is lies, murder. He was a murderer from the beginning, and he abode not in the truth. These are the characteristics that work for you: hunting, killing, blood. This is how the Most High programmed you. Okay, so we can best believe that every word out of your mouth is a lie. Use the spells, this is NLT again, use the spells you have worked at all these years. Maybe they will do you some good. Maybe they can make someone afraid of you. Okay? Oh, we're opening a wormhole. We're opening a black hole. We're gonna open a black hole. We're gonna bring through demonic forces. We're gonna ignite these demonic forces. We're gonna cause you to worship and venerate Apep the snake by looking up and in awe, right? Well, that's what they're doing. They're getting you to worship their gods. What is that? That's witchcraft. Most High hates that. There's only one God with any power, right? So this is where you got to be careful, right? On going toward the finish line, here's what you're dealing with. Here's how you make it to the end. Understand you're dealing with witches, and their witchcraft is waning. It's all they got. So they got to come with it. They got to throw everything the kitchen sink, right? Jeremiah 10 and 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel, you Jakes. All right? Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. All right? No, this is a, be not dismayed at what? The signs of heaven. That was a sign of heaven. That's for them to be worried about, right? For them to try to make hay with, for them to misunderstand as though anything coming from that can be good. What are you doing? You went to your Shiva or whatever, you tried to turn it into something good with you. We're going to open this wormhole. We're going to shoot some, collide some protons, and we're going to shoot some rockets up, and we're going to cause as many people as we can to misinterpret the celestial event, the sign of our impending doom. We're going to make them worship us as though that's going to change it. Well, guess what? You fooled a lot of people. You fooled a lot of people, because a lot of people ain't getting this warning. Here we are, we're warning them from the Most High as we're instructed. And a lot of it is falling on deaf ears. Okay? A lot of people think that nothing happened the other day. It's a big ass sign, man. Okay? Sign of the end. Right? Signs and effects. Second Ezra 9. Second Ezra 9 and 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. Right? What was that word? Punishment. Punishment? Should have to go on that phone again. But here's where we are. We're watching for the signs now. All right? In order to decipher the signs that we're looking at, you got to know what they mean. Right? And too many people, right? They took a celestial event that comes straight out of the scriptures, right? And you make it into whatever you want to make it into. All right? The great and notable day. Book of Acts 2. This is the book of Acts 2 and 19. And I will show wonders in heaven above, the sky, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire, vapor of smoke. Did you see that? What was that? Etna, Mount Etna. Vapor of smoke. This was like 2 days ago, right? Right after the eclipse, or the day of the eclipse. Vapor of smoke. And I said that the other day. I read vapor of smoke, and I said, volcano. Little did I know that that thing was jumping off at that moment. All right. So, and that's a vibratory thing. If guess what? The elect have to be in your face right now. You should be able to look out all over the world, on the YouTubes, right? On the internet, and you should be able to see the elect. They should be visible. You should be able to see and say, you know what? That guy must be of the elect. Really, all you got to do is go onto the Elder Apostles page, and you're looking at, and then from there you could go anywhere and say, are they acting the same? The homie Trump. Shalom, brother. Switch your snap. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. You in St. Louis, you got to come all the way out here. Hey, you come out here to Cali, I got you. I got you set up. Lord willing. Make it out here, I got you. got the signs. The signs are plentiful. Okay, and you could get taken away. 2 and 20. Again, this is Acts 2 and 19. And I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. You know what? Let me go back up. Start at 17. This is Acts 2 and 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days. Got to start there. We need a time reference, right? The last days, if you understand in the spirit, started right after Yahushua left. So the last days started 2,000 years ago, and here we are, the last of the last days. Okay? Now, how do we know it's the last days? How many blood moons have we had in the last, let's say, 10 years? Okay? A lot. Been a lot of activity, these different signs. Well, we just had a big ass sign on Monday, right? There's a lot going on. Can you ever remember an eclipse, solar or lunar, or anything for that matter, that got as much attention or as much witchcraft placed on? There's a lot of witchcraft placed on Monday. What, did it all just go away? Hey, we wrestle not, right? Everybody knows we wrestle not. Well, guess what? It's big time wrestling now. It's WWF. Let's get re-wrestling. Yeah, that witchcraft is on a cracking right now. Here's the point. Witchcraft is going to get you. Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, especially now. All right? Because judging by what this devil threw at the wall on Monday, he done kicked the witchcraft into high gear, right? Knowing that he had what a short time. See, witchcraft is waning. It already doesn't work on who? On the elect. Okay? You can't fool the very elect. What does that mean? That means the devil is losing his grip. The elect be woke, right? 6 and Ephesians 6 and 11, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against wily coyote, Salakia, against the wiles of the devil, this wily ass coyote. What does that mean? It means he's gonna come with his best trickery, sleight of hand, magic, 3-card molly, right? And part of that is scaring you, right? Frightening you. What are you afraid of? I'm afraid of not eating. I'm afraid of exposure, right? Take no heed. See, those things are covered. Food is covered, clothing is covered, right? A place to live, it's covered in here. And you're supposed to know that going in. Why? Because you're gonna get tricked. Oh, you're gonna be cold out there, it's gonna be cold. You ain't got no food. Come on into the camp. FEMA camp right over here. It's all trickery. Why? Well, they got some food, but it's GMO. Well, they got some health care. You know what that is. And if you ain't acting right, if you don't take one of these C-hips, we got a line with a blade over here. That you can't. You've got to be ready to not go. All right. Because here's what's going on. Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So this isn't about a physical fight. Okay? It's not about physically feeding your body. It's about not eating. Right? When does the Most High come to you? When you're fasting. When are you at one with your spirit? When you're fasting. So, and Esau don't want that. Esau wants you to be afraid of fasting. Esau wants you to be afraid of not eating. Hey, not eating is a good thing. Your body gets a rest. You start thinking straight. You're at one, right? And then you pray. Pray and fast. Uh-oh. Got him. Got the devil. How do you get this one out? How do you get this demon? Well, that one won't come out. But by fasting and praying. See, fasting and praying is a weapon. They don't want you to know it. They want you to be afraid of going hungry. No? When you're hungry, you ain't got no food, slow down, right? Don't work as hard, don't work as much until you get that next meal. It's coming. Most High got you. You got to start working on that up here. All right? Because the witchcraft will make you think, oh, you finna starve and you got to eat your arm. I'm hungry. Right? If you're not good working with I'm hungry, you're gonna be in that FEMA line, ready to get poisoned. They got some food for you over there, right? But the food ain't in. Gotta watch out. Ephesians 6:12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, left-handed power, left-handed spiritual, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay, so now you know what you're dealing with. I would say that CERN is a pretty high wickedness in a pretty high place. I would say that NASA is wickedness in a very high place. They're doing these rituals and this witchcraft, conjuring demons. They're opening portals and playing with dimensions. And watching this, what do we call three bodies, right? And that's dealing with some wickedness, some left-hand wickedness, boy. It's crazy, but it's good. And they're doing a lot of comparisons. They're doing a lot of metaphoric comparisons to the Most High and these aliens, whatever they are. See, but that's this devil. Sometimes you gotta, you gotta balance. You gotta watch a movie sometimes, right? Not all videos. And everything in moderation, everything in balance. But you just gotta know that the time we're in right now It's all high-level witchcraft, right? I was waiting for the blue beam to jump off, and we might have saw some different things, but we didn't see anything overtly obvious. So, not seeing anything, right? You automatically know that in the spirit, things are jumping off in the spirit, right? Because this is where you got to look the closest. This has turned into the spiritual war. Now, you still got World War III and all of that, but you got to understand there's two battles going on, physical and spiritual. Corinthians 2:14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. Here's a spiritual thing that the natural man can't understand. Right? That this devil, right, is the physical counterpart to the spiritual demon Satan. Therefore, the spiritual demon Satan has got control of this devil, right? And riding him until the very end. We'll read the rest of it. 1 Corinthians 2:50. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. Let me give you an example of that. Okay? But he that is spiritual judgeth all things. What's this devil doing? He's shooting 3 rockets. He's open and discerned. Oh, well, these things fit together. In the spirit, I know what this devil is doing. He's conducting spiritual warfare. Now, a natural man, oh yeah, conspiracy theories. You guys believe in it. It's a conspiracy theory that CERN said that they're going to collide on the day of the apex sneak. So these things that we're hearing, these are lies. CERN colliding on the day. That was a lie, or was that truth according to CERN? It was NASA that said they were firing rockets. Told you what? How now is that a conspiracy? When they told you, these companies told you what they were doing. So how is that a conspiracy? It's not. It's for you to be able to spiritually discern. And if you can't spiritually discern it, you don't know what the hell is going on. This devil is succeeding at his deception, right? If you don't have spiritual discernment, whatever happened on Monday, nothing happened. And you ain't ready for what this devil is up to. You're going to wind up in a line at a FEMA camp because you have no spiritual discernment. Salakia. I'm trying to read this. The homie. Yeah. All right. Drunk the homie. My only friend. You make it out here, you bring the family out got you. Lord willing, we get that spiritual power, boy. Lord willing. But here's what we won't be doing. We won't be going to no damn FEMA camps, all right? Or getting tricked into it or breaking down. No, if you gotta die, right? If you gotta die of starvation, that was your lot, man. Okay, but that's the way out. Look, Most High is gonna starve you if that's what it is, but you gotta starve anyway until He feeds you. So either way, that is spiritual discernment. Okay, you gotta be thinking spirit after the spiritual display on Monday should let you know, okay, from here on in, this spiritual discernment, because this devil, he's only got one gig: murder, lying, destroying, and the jig is up. He's been revealed, so all he can do is what he's broken. Can't fool him no more. All right, let's get that. Okay, so your spiritual discernment, you gotta flip that switch. You have to take this information and you have to plug it in to your walk right now. This is Numbers 23 and 23. Numbers 23 and 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what hath the Most High wrought? So this is speaking of the elect. Basically, the elect can't be fooled, right? What then? The elect. See, it's talking about the elect, right? What then? That's Romans 11. Let's get that and then we'll go back. Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay, going into Matthew 25, 24 slide. This is Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Okay. Yeah, the elect cannot be fooled, right? They cannot be for the very elects. What is that? Somebody. If it were possible, there we go. This is Matthew 24 and 24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Well, there's no divination, trickery, magic that works. Why? Because we're walking in the Spirit. Okay? You can't fool us. You can't run that old game on it. Hey, just go over there. They got some food, shelter for you. Nah, we're good. We're good. All right? So really, you got to walk in the Spirit. I might have to finish that song. I wrote a song during COVID and forgot about it, and it came up the other day. And the hook is about walking in the Spirit. I'm like, oh. Okay. Which is something that comes after time. Okay? But the point is, those that are not walking in the Spirit, you're going to get got. You're walking in the flesh when it's Spirit. See, it announced what happened Monday. We went from carnal to spiritual. That's what happened. We went from carnal to spiritual. And so did that devil. Okay? He's going to start. I mean, what's going on carnally? Okay, the genocide is going on. The Northern Army is about to be removed, right? World War III is going on over there. We're waiting for 55 hours. There's going to be a retaliation, that whole thing. And here, you got goons coming across the southern border. So that's all carnal, right? But you can't get caught up in it. Everything is by faith in the Spirit. It's walking in the Spirit by faith. That's what everything is at this point. And so what if you die? If you die in this truth, if you die in a Mashiach, you win. All right? Walk in the Spirit by faith. That's it. That's all you got left. Right? And all you got is everything. All you got is salvation. All you got left is salvation. All right? Think about when you hit that dusty trail and you become a pilgrim, how long is that going to be? Is it going to be a year and a half? You got a year and a half out in the wilderness in you? Back straight vagabond? Yep. Right? That's where you got to be with. I got a year and a half. And then it only come out to 8 months. Right? From the time you got to lead the path. Right? From the time. So you got to figure it out in your head, in the Spirit. This is Matthew 24. and 16, because this day is coming. All right? When this day comes, in your mind, you're like, okay, how long? How long I got? I can do a year and a half, right? When this day comes, Matthew 24 and 16, then let him, Salaki, then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountain. It's time to go. Right? It's time to go. So from that day, when it's time to flee into the mountains and become a pilgrim, how long? I got a year and a half from right now. You ain't got no food. You got 3 days worth of food on you. Hey, walk in the spirit in faith. Walking in the spirit in pure faith. You gotta get your mind right for that right now. Fuck a goddamn FEMA camp. Understand? Most High got you. It's time to move from carnal. That's what before Monday was. Now, this is it. That was the last sign. Ain't gonna be no more signs like that. Right? When's the next solar eclipse like that? So far down the road, you know we're not, that ain't happening. Right? So that was, basically, that's the last thing. Right? Right after the Passover. You'd be hard pressed to make it to the next Passover. If next Passover comes up, we will be in the mountains. Okay? You'll be out there a month before. Look at that lamb over there. Look at that lamb. We're gonna get him field dressing. We're gonna have some lamb that night. Right? No, might have to ask them go. Ain't no lambs. You gotta go to the goat. Matthew 24 and 16. Then let him, Salah, then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. All right? Why? Because here comes great tribulation. Jacob's trouble. Right? In the middle of all of it. My people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils, right? What evils? In those bad times. What bad times? Them Jacob's trouble bad times. Right? He's telling you. My people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils, what evils? Well, you're on the battlefield in them bad times. Evil, Eve, meaning time, ill, meaning bad. In those bad times, what bad times? In those troubled times, what troubled times? Jacob's troubled times. And in those evils, Salah, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. What do you mean be pilgrims upon the earth? It's going to tell you how to live without getting the karabna. It's going to tell you how to live without going and doing the bidding, bowing down to this devil, getting in the FEMA camp line. It's going to tell you. Okay. Oh, my people, hear my word. This is 2 Ezra 16 and 40. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. What are we talking about there? Buying and selling. You can't buy or sell lest you have one. So this is saying, go around that. Right? He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. Go around that buying and selling thing. Okay? You're not doing that anymore. Why? Because you got to have one of these. You got to go around. 42. He that occupieth merchandise, as he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein. So you ain't got nowhere to live. You ain't got nothing to sell. Merchandise. I got this shit. So you're off grid now. You done left society. You're not playing that game of the Romans anymore. He that occupieth merchandise is he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein, and he that soweth as if he should not reap. So that means, well, I went and got me a homestead. No. I planted some crops so that we can eat. No. They're going to come and get you. They're going to run you out of the pad. You're going to have to flee even further back. So homestead ain't working. Buying and selling ain't working. He that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers. And therefore they that labor in vain. So this is going nowhere, right? You got to trust ye in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding, which goes into that faith. You're going to walk in the Spirit in pure faith, and that's it. That's really that's all that can be said. All right, that's it. That's all you need. Walk in the Spirit. Find out what that means. Okay? You'll know when you're doing it. And you got to step out on enormous faith. Right? If you're of the elect, they won't be able to fool you. They won't be able to deceive you. Because witchcraft doesn't work on us. And you have to walk like that. Oh, this witch right here is trying to deceive me. Go ahead and do your thing, and I'll act like it worked, and we'll keep it moving. Right? When you see that you went, we're going to the after party at Diddy's. Right? Oh, it's a coven of witches. I got to go to the bathroom. So you're able to see, oh, this is going to wind up in an orgy and drinking blood, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So you have to have that foresight. What am I even doing at dinner? Go to the bathroom. Nobody's looking. Slip out of the window. Get the fuck up out of there. Because you can see. Nobody else saw what was coming. Right? Sirach 5. 5 and 15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. It's Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Meaning, be spiritual all day, every day, even when the camera's not on, when nobody's looking. You're being spiritual and super faithful through this walk, and you should be all right. All right. So with that, we hope that the elect will edify you, brothers and few sisters. Call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders who came before them and taught us His truth. Shalom and salutation to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, the Akwat that are listening, learning, being a pillar of rest, 144,001 third, the hopeful elect of Israel. On the brother Yahshua, Shabbat Salaki. Shalom to you. He's there. All right, so I'm finna take the water for showing up, y'all, and keeping me company. All right. Shout out to the homie Drunk. You need your Hebrew name. Your Hebrew name is Ariah. Shalom.